Hey, 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 what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Child of Mecha live stream. I am your host, Tim, the one and only Child of Mecha. Welcome. It's Monday, so that means GBWC build. Yeah. Yay. Bazooka time is what they say, right? Anyway, we're going to jump on that here in a minute. But first, rocking the classic today, Child of Mecha. If you're interested in one of these shirts, man, hit up www.childofmecha.com. Hit the store button up at the top. You will find this shirt, many more. Hats, prints of my work, all sorts of fun stuff in there. Go load up. If you are interested in any of the tools and materials that we're going to be working with here tonight, I highly suggest you hit the little Amazon link below here on Twitch and YouTube. That side, if you're watching on Facebook, I do get a bit of a commission based off of stuff that you buy, but it definitely goes to help out the stream, right? And it doesn't increase the cost for you. Yeah. So go up there and just go ahead and click that little link and see what you like. Yeah, see what you like. Anyway, if you are interested in kits, tools, paints, accessories, Mecha Decals, sheets 1 and 2, those are both in stock and shipping now, right down here, yonder at our good friends, USA Gundam Store. Adam and the fine folks down there will definitely have what you need. So, if you enjoy this stream, if you find value in it, if you learn from it, man, hit the like, subscribe, and follow buttons on all the different social media channels, and you can keep track with what we do off stream. If you know someone who could benefit from watching the stream, or a group of someone's, man, share it with them. It's the nice thing to do, right? Hell yeah. Let's go. All right. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into building. Yeah? Cool. Camera 2. That's what we're working on. The big old bazooka, right? To go with our awesome new beam rifle there, right? Hell yeah. So, the beam rifle, I want to call this done. I think I'm going to call this done. Yeah, the beam rifle's done. The beam rifle's done. So, beam rifle's done. This is getting close to being done. So, we're going to continue on this thing and see if we can't move this a little bit farther along. And, hell, maybe get it done. I don't think we're going to get it done tonight, but who knows, right? So last time we were together on this, what were we working on? I think we were working on this little guy right here, this little detail there, and added some of these little support triangles and stuff like that. And that came out really nice. I'm very happy with that. Now, one of the other things I want to do is add some support triangles around this piece here, right? Hey, just real quick. Hey, Dwidget! Mr. Thurno, he's over there on YouTube. He says, what up, Tim? What's going on, dude? Andrew says, just stopped in to say hi, Tim. Was hoping I'd be able to sit here and watch the stream, but still not feeling good. Oh, man. Feel better, Andrew. Bazooka's looking great and can't wait for the resin beam rifles. You're still holding out on that one, aren't you? All right. Well, Andrew, take care, buddy. All right? Feel better. All right? Feel better. Anywho, let's concentrate on this bit here, because like I said, I wanted to put some some bigger and bulkier, beefier support triangles on all four corners here, right? Just to give it that nice, sturdy prototype look, right? So I think what we're going to do is we're going to use, let's see if 2mm is going to fit. Ooh, that might be perfect. Yeah. Hell yeah, 2mm. That's dead on money right there. And I think this is 0.75 rather than 1mm, but let's double check, yeah? Yeah, that's 0.75. Let's see if we can't find 2mm in this pile of crap that I have on my desk here. Or is this 1.5mm? Because if this is 1.5mm, then we're kind of stuck with this. No, it is 2mm. Okay, cool. So we'll put the 2mm off to the side. Let's see if we can't find a 2x1. If not, it's not a big deal. I'm not going to go digging in the crate for 2x1 at this point. But if we have it on hand, it would just make life a lot easier. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Well, it looks like this is what we're using then. Ooh. Oh, no. Shoot. That's not it. Ooh, wait a minute. Haha. That's the one. Boom. That little guy right there constitutes your 1 millimeter by 2 millimeter, right? So this is what we need. Oh yeah, see, and that's gonna look really nice there because that's nice and beefy. And we'll bring this down. What we'll do is we'll make a kind of a long triangle and we'll bring it down to just before the coupler right here, right? And I think that'll look really nice. Really nice. All right. So with that being said, let's get some measurements here first, right? Now from the outer edge to the coupler is 7 millimeter. So we'll go about 6 millimeter, right? We'll go about 6 millimeter. Let's go ahead and pull the chopper in here. Let's get some measuring done. Get this set up, get our strips cut, and then we'll kind of go from there. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. All right, so we want 6 millimeter, which is right about there. Lock our stop block in place. And let's square up one of these ends. There we go. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 4. All right, cool. So we've got our four strips that are going to become our little reinforcement triangles, right? So let's bring these back into the picture. Let's take a look at these and see how we have to kind of shape these down a bit, right? Now, what I'm thinking is to have one end, have the taller end protrude out maybe 1 millimeter, so there'll be a flat part for about 1 millimeter, and then it'll taper down into you know, what we expect here. So let's get the eyes on here real quick, and let's see if we can't math this thing out here, right? Okay, so right about there. Where'd my freaking pencil go? Ah, aha, found it. All right. Perfect. Okay, so right there, and then what we'll do, because the blade of the NT cutter is a little too small for this particular operation, right? So if we look at this and we try to taper this down, that's just a bit too short, right? So what we're gonna do is we're going to grab the good old Olfa, right? Olfa knife. Now we need to replace this this blade here because that's been in there for ever, right? So we'll take that guy out, locate our replacement blades, which is this nice little pack right here, right? And what's cool about this is that when you slide this open, that little slot right there becomes basically like your trash can. So you can put in your used blades right in there. Normally, get them oriented, and oh, come on, here we are, right in there, and then now they are contained within this little area here, and then you can take your tweezers and pull yourself out a nice fresh new blade, or 3, right? So we'll get one of these off of there. Pop that guy back in there, close that. That's locked. This now sits over that middle section there, so there's no danger of any blades coming out of this thing, right? Your trash blades are on this side, your new blades are on this side, and everything's right with the world, basically. So, I highly recommend these if you're in the into the Olfa knives. Very, very good little replacement blade option there. Then you don't have to worry about, blades, flying around in the trash can and all that crap. Whew. And I've had very, very close accidents with blades just kind of in the trash can that I thought were secured or not. So, yeah, it's kind of one of those deals, right? But anyway, all right, so we got a nice, fresh, new, sharp blade here, right? Now, what we can do is we can lay... Here, let's get the 1, 2, 3 blocks in here so this is a little bit of an easier process here. So what we'll do is we'll lay the back edge of our blade right on that mark, and then twist this around to where the front edge tapers down, and then boom, we can cut right in to the piece. Now that's usually it's going to be a little offset, and this is kind of angled out, so we need to work on that, right? So what we'll end up doing is where is it? Here we go. We'll take kind of this back section here, and we'll nestle our part right in there. And now we have kind of a nice sturdy little handle that we can grip onto. And what we can alternately do is scrape this down and get this nice and square and tapered here. And then if we wanted to, we could even sand this down to become a nice square little support triangle. And there we go. There's our first little support triangle, right? Brian, Mr. Bro Builder, he says, "Hey Tim, beauty work as always. I'm knee deep in my own bench, so I'm going to be staying quiet, or quite, as Brian says. Cheers." Brian, thank you, buddy. Appreciate you. So we're gonna do the same thing with the other 3 triangles here. So what we're going to end up doing here is we're going to quickly eyeball this, because this doesn't have to be rocket science here, right? That looks like 1 millimeter. Okay. We're just basically getting our marks here on these strips. All right. So there is essentially our 1 millimeter mark on all these strips. And let's go ahead real quick and make sure. Yep, that's all 1 millimeter. Good deal. All right. So now what we can do is the same thing we did with the first strip, right? We get that into camera, and we place the back of our blade right on that mark, the front of our blade right on the corner, and cut. Try to cut it as straightly as possible, but of course that didn't work. So not a big deal. We do the same thing that we did before. We'll grip it and try to square it out, right? So these are obviously on the opposite side of the strip. So what we're going to do is same type of practice here. there. Again, that is not square, but we'll make it square. Not a big deal. All right, and let's see this thing. This one's on the right side here. Okay, so here are our four little support triangles, right? Now this one is our, this one looks like our original. And it is. Okay, good. So we're going to put that off to the side. Let's go ahead and get these other 3 cradled in here to the tweezers. And then we can start squaring these off here. Okay, so we're just going to jump right into the sanding block here, right? Okay, that one looks good there, nice and square. This one isn't too bad, so we're going to have a quick time with this. Okay. Nice, not bad, not bad. Okay. Let's get this scraped down a bit. Okay. There's 3, and our last one here. Ooh. Cradled that a little bit too much here in this thing. Let's try that again. Okay, there we go. And perfect. Okay, so there are our 4 little support triangles, right? So we're gonna go ahead and get these installed here, but first let's just see what they're gonna look like. So we're just basically gonna dry fit one of them here, and ooh, yeah. That I think is gonna look real nice, just like that. Yeah, perfect. I think that's gonna look perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and get some super glue on these guys, right? Okay, and now placement. That's going to be absolutely crucial here. Straight. Yeah, about as straight as can be. Push that into the plastic. Get some nice super glue squeeze out there. That's exactly what we want to see. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so moving on. Basically, we just spin this or keep spinning this around until we get all 4 in place. are. Okay. All right. Yeah, that looks really nice. All right, so there's the first side. That's looking pretty good. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. All right, so let's get these other two sides here real quick. And that will then complete the look, right? Okay. Very good. Get that pressed into place. Make it nice and tight in that corner. And that's looks nice and straight up and down. See, because there's the bottom one here, the top one. It looks nice, basically like a nice straight line right down the center. So that means our placement is perfect. Like always. Hey. Oh, let's see here. Jeremy Christopher Russell says, wow, 5,000 G making things really choppy. I don't know, man. Might just be your connection. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. All right, so let's go ahead and get this last one into place here, yeah? All right. All right, last one. Here we go. That one almost jumped out at us, right? Right in. Okay, here we go. Get that pressed into place. Right into that corner. Get in there. Alright, let's check alignment. That should look like a nice plus sign. Yeah, dead on. Dead on. Alright, so let's get this thing back on. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's looking pretty good. That's what the doctor ordered right there. That is a good look. That's a really, really good look. Now that transition, what these little triangles do, it helps to transition between this kind of big, blocky separation right here, and this, you know, and it's square, right? Very square looking. It helps to transition it down into, you know, the cylindrical barrel and everything. It just, yeah, that looks pretty damn good. I'm gonna say it right now. It looks freaking amazing. Hell yeah. Yes, sir. That's what we like. That's what we like. Success stories. Hey. All right. Woo. So, with that being said, let's turn our attention a little bit. Let's turn our attention to this guy here, right? I know we worked on the front barrel here for a long time with this little little scratch built piece, but that's not what I want to really focus on. I want to focus on the top part here especially, right? So, and as you can see, you know, I went ahead and scraped that down with a knife, but it's not perfect. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some sandpaper. We're just going to get this nice and smooth here. Well, as smooth as possible, I would say. And then we'll figure out something that we want to do here with this. Basically, we're just, not only are we smoothing this surface out, we're also scuffing it up so that we can draw on it, right? All right, so there's that. Is that smooth there? I don't think it is. Yeah, that's smooth. That looks good. All right, cool. So let's do something with this, yeah? First things first, let's get our little miter box here, right? But what we're going to do is we're going to flip it upside down. We're going to basically use this little L here as a cradle, and we're going to draw, basically draw some lines on a cylinder here, yeah? Yeah. All right, so let's find dead center, which is right about there, I would say. According to the two little nub marks there, that's about dead center. So we'll draw that center line right down there, and then we can always check it with this little square bit right there. And that looks pretty damn centered to me, so I'm happy with that. Yeah. Happy with that. All right, so with that, what I want to do is I want to scribe in some sort of panel on top here. Nothing crazy, just maybe like a simple box scribe or something like that, right? Nothing too outrageous, right? Nothing too outrageous. All right, so what I'm thinking. Let's see something here. No. Okay. Scratch that idea. Alright, so we're just going to have to do this the old-fashioned way, right? So we're going to go about 5 millimeters that way, 5 millimeters this way, and then that will be dead centered, right? So let's steady our ruler. So here we steady our ruler right there on that little miter box there, and then we can kind of see where that 5 millimeter is going to land. Right about there. I'm going to bring it to this side. There, and that looks pretty good as far as those pencil marks, yeah. Right there, right there. Yeah, I'd say those look good. Cool. Okay, so let's cradle this back up here into this. There, I think, is going to be good. Okay. And then likewise over on this side. All right, let's see if everything here is nice and straight. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty nice and straight. Let's look down the middle of the barrel here. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. I'm happy with it. Not bad. All right. So, first things first. Let's go ahead and scribe. Let's go ahead first. Let's get our line across here, yeah? All right. So to do this, what we're going to end up doing here is rolling this little piece of Dymo tape so it's curved, so it will hug the curvature of the barrel when we lay this down. Okay. All right, toss that, and let's see, we want to go probably about there, I'd say. All right. So there's that tape. We need to measure and make sure that this is square. So let's see, that is 19 millimeter. This 19 millimeter. Cool. So this is straight and true. Right across there. Perfect. Okay, so now what we can do is we can get our other little piece of Dymo here, pop that right up against the line, scribe right into this thing, right? So let's go ahead, get this off of here, start to scribe our box. Okay. That, and we're going to grab 0.20 for this. We're going to start right up here in the corner. Drag this line down. Now, see these little curly cues that we're getting out here? That means we've got a really nice flat panel line at this point. No oil needed. Okay, so we've got that groove set in there. Now we can go ahead, pull the Dymo tape off of that, and now we'll set this on the other line. Oh, here we go. All right, there we are. All right, so we'll scribe in from this direction now. All right. Just like that. Okay, so good deal there. Let's go ahead, pull this Dymo off of there. We'll keep that, but we'll go in and just try to reinforce these lines just a bit. All right. So there's our 2 panel lines. Focus. There we go. There's our 2 panel lines. Locked in, looking good. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to lay this piece of Dymo tape right above our marking piece, and we're gonna make sure that this is snug, nice and snug to that first piece of Dymo tape that we laid down. Just like that, all right? Perfect. Okay, so now we'll take this Dymo tape off of there. And now we're going to do a little bit of freehanding. A little raw dogging. A little raw dog action here. Okay. So what we want to do is we want to come in maybe about 2 millimeters or so. Right there. I'd say right about there. And we can measure to make sure that we were accurate. About 1.5 there. A little over 2, so we're going to have to expand this one just a teeny tiny bit. Right there. Let's measure that again. 2 millimeter on the money. Excellent. Okay, so now what we can do is that's our target, right? So we'll start at the top of our line. And boom. Hit our target. Do the same thing with this. And there we go. Nice and neat. Easy. Easy. All right, so now we'll go about really scribing those lines in. All right, and then we'll connect these two with the top right across there. All right, so now that we've got that groove set in there, let's go ahead, pull the Dymo tape, reinforce everything. Oh, and then check our work, make sure that it looks symmetrical here. This is looking pretty good, you guys. I'm pretty happy with this thus far. And this is just the kind of the first initial shape. We'll do some other shaping and scribing notches and stuff like that here in a little bit. But this is our starter shape here. Okay, this is our starter shape. Now, how's that going to line up there? Okay, cool. So, to connect everything, what we're going to do is we're going to drop the piece. Hey. Basically scribe into the little details at the end here, and then we'll wrap this down around these little rings, and then that will complete the look. Okay. So far looking good. Okay, so now we'll take and wrap this around here. Cool, and that forms a nice little box there. And then we'll come in from the other side here. And do the same exact thing. Okay. Perfect. All right. So there, focus. So there's that. So basically what we did is we migrated these lines down these little transition circles here, and then we wrapped it around right there. So this whole panel now looks separate, right? It looks like it's a different part of the barrel. So that's a good thing. So next we're gonna decorate this up a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna decorate this up. But first, let's get caught up with the chat, because I know I've been neglecting you guys here a little bit, and shit, it's almost 11 o'clock, so crazy. Oh yeah. So, where do we leave off here? Let's go see, yeah? Shit, where do we leave off? You guys have been talking up a bunch, haven't you? All right, here we go. Last we saw was, let's see, Howard M. Rivera. Howard Rivera's over there on the Facebook, the Mecha Army Facebook group. What's going on, Howard? Good to see you, buddy. Zero Kai over here on YouTube. He says, anyone here know how to extend the torso of a Master Grade Hazel TR1? No, because I don't have that kit, so I don't know how to do it, right? Superset 5, that's not a triangle because it has 4 sides. Michael, you're killing me, buddy. William says, glue plastic sheets under the stomach and cut it into shape. Oh, to Zero Kai. Yeah, there you go. Charles Dodge says, LOL, today has been an adventure. Thought I lost the shoulder mounting joint for my Master Grade Heavy Arms and the finishing piece for the ammo belt. Turned out I forgot to clip them free and still had them. Nice. Gert Madert says, nice save, universe. For real. Charles Dodge says, then I'm sitting there watching what I thought was Child of Mecha Live, and I'm like, these are the same effing questions as this afternoon. Looked again, and I was watching this afternoon's episode. Good job, Charles. They do run together, don't they? Yeah. They run together in my brain. That's what I'll tell you. Anyway, Mr. Bill Rushlam, he's over there on YouTube. He says, howdy, y'all. What's going on, Bill? Good to see you, buddy. Superset 5 over there on Twitch. He says, Tim, Blink your eyes twice if the Verka is a Mark V. No. No. Let's see. Miss Tex Marquise is over there on YouTube. She's waving hi. What's going on? Let's see. Mr. Zach Bleish is over here. Mr. Galactic Toys. What's going on, Zach? Good to see you. Gert Madurt. He says, ooh, I dig it, Tim. Thank you. Whew. Kelvin Branham says, just got on again. Bazooka looks great. Thank you, Kelvin. I appreciate that, buddy. Ultraman Dyna, Mr. Luis. He says it looks really good. Thank you, buddy. Bill says the negative detail would help balance the front, in my opinion. Yeah, well, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. We're doing some good old negative details here. We're scribing in some lines and some panels. Yep. Mr. Manny Mech Dio, he's over here on YouTube. He says, hey, Mech Army. What's going on, Manny? Good to see you, buddy. Let's see. Mr. Z. This is Sean. Mr. Gumbler Ronan, he's with us. Merritt Philbin is also with us. He says, evening. What's going on, boys? Good to see you. Let's see. Gert Madurk says, getting the Sisquelch. Or is that Sisqueed? I don't know. Ready to start work on. There you go. Merritt Philbin says, hope everyone is doing all right this evening. Yeah, doing pretty good, man. Gregler88 says, hey, Tim, I got the Group 15 paint jars from your Amazon store today, and I'm so happy with them. Dude, that's awesome, man. Now, were those the, let me see, were those the what you call it, the Badger ones, or were they the ones that had the master tops on them? I don't know. Let's find out, shall we? Yeah. Let's see. He says the Group 15. I don't remember that name, though. Whoops. That's not the page we want. Shit. We don't want streaming equipment. We want tools for scale modeling. Come on. Killing me here, Amazon. You're killing me. Let's see. There was those dropper bottles that I put in there. Those looked really cool. Need to get me some of those. Let's see. Oh, the pack of 15. I gotcha. Let's see. Well, it looks like... How many are in this? Is this 15 or 30? No, that's 30. So it wasn't the dropper bottles, right? Was it 15 or 12 there, Greg? Because, let's see. Was it the little master ones? Ooh, no, I don't even have the master ones in here. What's wrong with me? But it's the Badger ones. The Badgers are box of 12, so a dozen. So it might have been those. I don't know. I do not know. But hey, bottles are bottles, right? They're fun. Yeah, cool. Anyway, well, Greg, enjoy, buddy. Enjoy. Hell yeah. Can't count, it's 12. So you got the Badger ones. Yeah, the Badger ones are my favorite because they are so nice to mix paint and everything like that. And they take the they accept the same thread count top close enough as the Mr. Color bottles too. So if you take like a Badger fast cap, you can pop it on those bottles that you just bought, but you can also pop them on to the top of Mr. Color jars as well. So think about that. Well, that is, of course, if you had a siphon feed, which most people don't. So what am I thinking? Anyway, but it is a good little pack of bottles to make custom colors and stuff like that too. So there you go. Nice. Let's see. Kevin Branham says, remember those who didn't coming in flesh but spirit. There you go. There you go. Let's see. Oddmeister's over there. He says, evening all. What's going on? Let's see. Superset 5 says, haha, I had to try. Nice. Greg Blair says, I've had a few beers with my buddy. Oh, and I have the Badger paint mixer coming tomorrow. Word. You do have a siphon feed. Dude, get some fast caps. Get some fast caps, I'm telling you. Let me show you. Hang on right there. Don't you move. Oh, all my shit. Damn it. All my fast caps are dirty. Hang on 1 second. All right, so Badger fast caps. For those few, maybe one or two of you that actually have a siphon feed, this right here, this little guy is a fast cap or a blast cap, fast blast. Fucking names. Anyway, this is what this is. Basically, it's a bottle top with a siphon tube going right down the end of it, right through the middle, right? And this is basically what it looks like when I got it cut. Mind you, these are both dirty, so don't mind me. And so I've cut them to two differing lengths, right? So this one, here's one of those Badger jars. Boom, fits right there. I've cut it to where it goes right to the bottom of the jar. This pops into your airbrush and you're good to go. You're spraying away real quick, right? But you may be wondering, Tim, why did you cut this one so short? What's up with that? Boom. Empty Mr. Color jar that obviously I have saved, right? What you can do is if you've got, you know, an actual jar of paint, you can mix in some thinner in here and then boom, just like that. And you're off to the races. You're spraying right out of the Mr. Color jar. Talk about convenience. Whew, boy. Convenience at an all-time high. And then, of course, when you empty out one of these Mr. Color jars or Tamiya jars or whatever, save them. These are priceless. These are your new mixing jars, right? Boom. Son of a... But yeah, save your empties. Save your empties. Peel the label. Clean that off. Clean it out like I have not done with this one yet. But this can be your new mixing jar. Come on, man. Greg Blair, he wants to know, will they work with Tamiya? Yes, they will. Hey. Because Tamiya and Mr. Color are pretty much almost the exact same size. The thread count is the same, everything. So yes, they do work like a charm on the smaller Tamiya bottles as well. But wait, there's more. Wait right there. Say for a second you want to get really adventurous and really like I don't know, ingenious and everything, and say just so happens is you still have one of these big boy Tamiya jars, right? And this is 23 milliliters. These are the big ones, right? These are not the small 10 milliliter. See the size difference? Of course, this is the Mr. Hobby, but same size as the Tamiya, right? So these are the big boys. So say you emptied out one of these, well, you get your fast cap here, and you basically yank off the little securing thingy here. You pop the tube out of this lid, drill a hole or two in one of these big bottles, and boom. Again, you're off to the races. Yeah. There you go. It's super, super easy to do. This was just an old Tamiya lid that I just popped the siphon tube into, drilled a few holes for ventilation so the pressure wouldn't build up and go crazy. But these fits perfectly onto these big 23 mil bottles. You're off and spraying, buddy. So, for those of you that haven't seen the beauty of a siphon feed airbrush, there you go. My gift to the world. Oh, Paktan says, ass blast. Whew. Hey, we're not that type of channel here, Paktan. Come on, buddy. Let's see. Flynn Berger, Mr. Craig Flynn is over there on YouTube. If you haven't seen Craig's insane diorama with his 135th Gundam arm, you're missing out. We need really good photos, Craig. Let's get to work on that. Let's see. Greg Blair says, I will get some fast caps then. Nice. Greg says, that's all I get is the 23 milliliters. So, dude, there you go. Hey, look at that. Gumpler Ronan, Mr. Z with a $9.99 super chat. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. Z, you get one of these. Hey. Let's see. Dirt McGirt says, I want to go siphon from my next airbrush. Maybe Christmas. There you go. Nice. He says, that's rad. Dude, siphon feed is a beautiful system because it's... Ooh, hey, there's the notification for that. Nice. The siphon feed is such a beautiful system because it's a very, very, very quick and efficient way to paint. Like I said, if you get a bunch of these little these fast caps here, and especially the shorter ones, right? So you're spraying your, I don't know, your blue Mr. Color or whatever, and then you have to quickly change out and spray red or something. Well, you put some isopropyl alcohol or some generic lacquer thinner or whatever that you can get right now into one of these bottles. Always have this on hand. Just keep that off to the side, maybe on your airbrush spray booth or something like that, because that's what I do. And then just grab this, pop it in your airbrush, spray that for a few seconds, maybe 20-30 seconds tops. Take a little paper towel, bunch that up, clean out the siphon tube on the airbrush. You're ready to go. You're ready to spray again. You pop this fast cap in like some 91% isopropyl alcohol. You grab another one, you pop it onto, say, one of these bottles, or hell, you even get one of these big boys and you pop that right onto there. You're off and running to the next color again. It's that quick and that simple. I just love the ecosystem of a siphon feed. I will never change. I will never change from a siphon feed. Like I said, I have a gravity feed, but I only use it for certain situations. Gradients, and I don't shoot a lot of gradients, so it's one of those things, right? Yeah, so siphon feeds are great for low pressure situations. So, so gradients, smooth transitions, maybe very, very, very tight lines and stuff like that. But that's honestly the only kind of pros that it has in comparison to a siphon feed. A siphon feed can also, work with low pressure, not as low as gravity feed, mind you, but it can still work with low pressure. You can still get, fairly decent fine lines on there. Gradients are a little bit hard, but just the ease and efficiency is just stupid superior. I will deep clean my airbrush before and after a build. and that's really it. Yeah, I just run alcohol through it, and that's literally it from the start of the build to the end of the build. That's it. That's all she wrote. Yeah. Hey, Manny. Look at this guy with a $20 super chat. Look at this. He said, pair character looking at himself in the mirror saying, "Thanks for being you," with hearts popping out of his eyes. That's actually the description inside the restream chat. But it's a sticker over there on YouTube. And it's freaking hilarious. Yeah. Awesome. Manny, thank you, buddy. You get one of these. Hey. Word. There it is. Hey. So yeah, guys, you know, I obviously preach in the Church of the Siphon Feed. So, you know, don't go giving up your gravity feeds just because I shoot Siphon. You know what I would say? I would say try it out. See if it's for you. It might not be. Keep that in mind, right? It might not be. But it might be. You never know. You never know. I may have a convert or two out there. You never know. Anyway, let's get back to it over here, yeah? Let's see. Hobby Harbor says Tim's getting his Billy Mays on, right? Hey. But wait, there's more! Shit. Good old Billy Mays, man. I missed that dude. He was great. Let's see. Superset5 over there on Twitch has a question.
We have a question.
He says, where can I find the latest news on the online Shizuoka hobby show? I can't find anything on YouTube. Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know, but I know who might. Our boy Zach, Mr. Zaku Aurelius. He's tapped into those types of things. I would say try to message Zach and see if he knows anything, Mike. Because, like I said, I don't keep up with that type of stuff, but I know that he does. So, yeah, I would say message him. Yeah. Gumpler Ronan says, thanks for the gift to the world. You're welcome, man. Luis Ultraman Dyna, he says, dang it, Tim, you're making me want to buy a Siphon Feed airbrush. Nice. Gert Madur says, oh, yeah, maybe sooner than Christmas. There we go. Let's see. Gert Madur also says, oh, that makes me want one bad. You guys are funny, man. Shit. Looks like the restream chat took a dump on us. What happened there? Bear with me here, guys. I'm trying to update the thingy over here. And I don't know what's going on with the chat. So, go there. Might just need refreshing, honestly. Hopefully. Alright, so we're reloading it here. Let's see what happens. Hold on, we're connecting. Oh, come on. Yeah. It looks like Restream chat just took a giant dump on us. That's not fun. That's not fun, is it? Oh, well. Well, you know what? We'll deal with it, and we'll go from there. Not like this hasn't happened before, right? It hasn't happened in a long time, but we'll keep an eye on the different channels and stuff like that. So I'll have to pop back and forth between channel and channel here. So be patient, guys. Yeah, be patient. Greg Nako says he's streaming right now on Twitch. There you go. Though you'd have better luck asking through Facebook or YouTube than Twitch. Yeah, no doubt, right? He's got a bunch of people watching. Anyway, let's see here. Now I have to look over here at the YouTube chat. Mike Skyer says, my plastic magic arrived today. Hey, good stuff. That's a good pickup. Gert Madert says, different tasks for different tools. It would be great to have a variety of abilities. Damn right. Whoa, look at this guy coming out of the woodworks. Mr. Chris R. What's going on, dude? He says, good evening. What's going on, buddy? Long time no see, man. Welcome back. Julius Dembski. Sarge. He says, hey, Tim, I see an idle uncapped chisel there. Chisel discipline. Hey now. We're using that chisel. We're using it, right? Gert Madert says, oh, snap, right? Sarge caught us. Sarge caught us with our chisels down. Oh, God. Anyway, that's a bad mental picture, isn't it? Anyway, so let's get back to this. Let's get you guys zoomed back in. Woo, there we go. And we're gonna do some horizontals now. Yeah, I think that's what we need is some nice horizontal lines. Now, the thing with that, let's go ahead and grab our 1, 2, 3 blocks. They're in a right angle L configuration, right? Ooh. Shit, that was louder than I thought. Yeah. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna cradle this barrel right in here, and then what we can do, grab our pencil here and hold it right about there, and we'll use our magnets, watch this, as a stop block. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, look, it's not moving. It's not moving. You can twist it, and you can hold your pencil right here. And watch this. Ooh, ooh. And boom. Nice straight line right across there. Haha. How about that? So now we know where to lay our next piece of Dymo tape. Yeah. Think smarter, not harder, kids. All right. So let's get that popped off there. Let's get this. Oh, that didn't look square already. All right, good. So what we're going to do is chop a nice little hunk of Dymo off of there. Get this out of the way. And we're going to pop this right on there. But first, we got to lay a curve into this thing. That's first, right? All right, so let's get this curved right around here like this. And there we go. Okay, so let's get this placed here on our line. Just like that. Very nice. All right, so let's make sure, before we start laying any scribes in, let's make sure that this is nice and square along this cylinder here. So we've got 2.5 there. 2.5 there. All right, so this side needs to come down just a hair. It's just a bit high. Let's try that again. Much better. Okay, excellent. So that looks nice and parallel to everything. Or does it? It does not. This side still looks a little high to me. There we go. That measured is looking good. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and pull out the 0.30, a little bit of a thicker panel line down here, right? And we'll make one here right along the bottom of this Dymo tape. Just like that. Just like that. We'll just connect these two, make it nice and even there. Perfect. And like Sarge said, chisel discipline. Just like that. Ooh, wait a minute. It looks like, ooh. It looks like we're back on. Looks like we're back on Restream chat. Somebody type something. Hurry. Somebody type something. Waiting in anticipation. Ooh. Hey, there we go. Hell yeah. We're back. Nice. Superset with the RAR. William with the GGGG. Greg Blair, something. Chris R, test. Manny says, man, Greg, you don't know. We're back. Thank God for that. Because I don't know if I could keep up with all 4 chats and everything. I would get lost. Lost in the sauce. Anyway, let's get caught up with what we missed on YouTube just real quick, and then we can go back to the Restream chat here, yeah? Chris R said, been working stupid amount of hours. Been reaching 80, 90 a week between 4 stores. Dude, you are slaving right now. That's crazy. He says, but I'm being told I'll be getting my own store after the hiring/promotion freeze is over. Hey, not bad. Silver lining, I guess, right? Manny says, I'm upset. I can't find any of my BMC chisels I bought from USA Gundam Store at all. You can't, like, find them? Or you were wanting to buy them and you can't find them, Manny? I don't know. Either way, it sucks. Yeah. Let's see. Excuse me. Greg Blair says, question, where do you get the 1, 2, 3 blocks? Amazon. Yep. It's in the link, dude. Always, Greg, always check the link. If I use it, it's probably in the link. Hell yeah. Let's see. William Williams says, that sucks having to work so much, but keep that bacon coming in. Word, right? Yeah. Greg Blair says, Manny, I'd be crying, not just upset of I couldn't find them also. Word. Handren, Mr. Hasaki Art, he says, greetings over there. What's going on, Handren? Good to see you, man. Charles Dodge says, finally got my Master Grade Heavy Arms Endless Waltz assembled, and I'm looking at doing a partial inverse color swap, white to black gray, red to orange, and orange to red, maybe? Some of the black to off-white. Interesting. Ultraman Dyna says, what brand of siphon feed airbrush do you have again? I have an Iwata Eclipse, and I've had that for at least 15 years now, and it has never failed me. Like, it is a Cadillac. Like, it is not dying anytime soon. Like, everything is original to it except for the needle and nozzle. Of course, because those are the 2 things that break down over time. The O-rings are still original. What? Yeah, the O-rings are still original. And still snappy. Like the first day I got it, too. I'm shocked, really. But hey, not complaining. Yeah? Julio Apante, Mr. Clippin' Nubs, is over there on YouTube. He says, what up, Army? What up, dude? Charles Dodge says to Ultraman Dyna, he has an Iwata Eclipse. Yeah. There are the tests. Ultraman Dyna says, nice. I like Iwata very much. I use Iwata. Iwata is awesome. Hell yeah. Iwata is great. Julio says, I broke it. Man, no, you didn't. Get out of here. Greg Blair says, I know they ain't cheap. No, but they're not expensive either. They're a really good middle ground type of airbrush, but man, they are a workhorse. I'm telling you. Once you get one, you're going to have a tough time going back to something else. Luis, Mr. Ultraman Dyna says, how low air pressure is low that you were mentioning for airbrush? I could probably get that sucker down to, with very, very thin paint, mind you. I could probably get that down to 12 PSI. And I think the rock bottom for a gravity feed is about 8. So it's not a massive difference, but it is difference. There is a difference in, like I said, in like gradients and stuff like that. You can get much smoother gradients with a siphon or a gravity feed, I should say. So there is that one thing. But if you don't do gradients all that much, what's it matter, right? Just saying. Let's see. Charles Dodge, 15 psi, if I remember correctly. Yeah, 12, but close, right? Manny says it was the BMC 0.5, 0.3, and 0.0, or the 1.15. Gone. I looked through all my boxes I have out. Damn, dude. Somebody didn't swipe them from you, did they? Hope not. Shit. Henry says, good to catch up, man. Absolutely, brother. Manny says, next I have my closet. Whew. Gert Madur says, oh, hell nah, Manny. Hope you find them. For real, right? Greg Blair says, yep. They are there first thing under tools. Duh. The 1, 2, 3 blocks. It's all good. Gumpel Ronan Mr. Z says, holy Albuquerque isotopes. Chris is alive? Welcome back, man. It's pretty good, Z. I'm not going to lie. Greg Blair says, not only can I count, I am blind also. Dude, it's all good, man. Chris Degger is over there on YouTube. He's, hey there, I made it. What's going on, buddy? Calvin Branham says, I know everyone is Jedi mind tricking you on the next Verka, but I still wish for a 1/60th Jesta, all due to airdrop. Dude, you and me both, brother. You and me both. That would be amazing, right? Can you imagine a 1/60th airdrop? Don't get me started. Chris R says, I love my Iwata. I never use my Neos or my Pash. Pache. Posh? I don't know. Anyway, Chris R says, ha, love you, Z. There you go. Good stuff. All right, let's get back to it. Whoa. Hey, Plamo Build Report hosting. Thank you, buddy. As always, you get one of these. Hey. Nice. Reload. There we go. Julio says, gonna be some big parachutes, right? Hell yeah. Henry says, Master Grade Stark Jagan. I wish. Plamo Build Report over there on Twitch. He says, what's going on? Not much, man. We're just doing some little scribing on some cylinders. You know, this barrel of the bazooka here. That's all we're doing. Not much. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. You know? Yeah. Let's see. Charles Dodge says, my luck, it would be my kid that swiped my chisels. He's already swiping my sanding sticks and scalpels to work on his kits. Whew. Hey. Julio says, it's a GM Verka. I know it already. Nice. Chris Degger says, you could probably make a 1/60th airdrop with an RX-78. Maybe. I don't know. Probably not, because the Jesta is a much taller mobile suit than the RX-78. So you'd need something sizable for that. Sizable, right? Let's see. Chris R says, need to do a K-Shat. Imagine that beast. Yeah. That would be nice. Gert Madirt says, Jimmy Verka? What? No. All right. Back to it here. We got our 0.6 millimeter out here. We're going to scribe a nice big old panel line kind of right in the center of this thing. We're going to need to go a little slow. Okay, we're gonna need to go back and forth on this thing too, because this is a fairly big panel line / notch. Pretty good and solid on that side there. Let's get this other side. All right, now we can rip this off of here. And we can just follow the groove. bad boy around here. Get in there from the other side. Smooth this out. No oil needed. And there we go. Nice. Yeah. Nice, nice, nice. All right. So that's first things first there. Next, what are we gonna do? Next, let's do some little micro panels on the side and stuff like that. So for that, what we're gonna end up doing is pulling the chopper back out. Let's get you zoomed out so you can see the setup here. Now, what we're going to do is let's go ahead. Yeah, let's cut some strips out of this. Yeah. What we're gonna end up doing, we're gonna do 1 centimeter or 10 millimeter strips, and we're gonna get that locked in place as our distance guide. We're gonna bring our Dymo in here, and we're going to cut a strip of 10 millimeters. Now, the Dymo is 9 millimeters, so this may look like a kind of a almost like a square, but trust me, it is not. So let's first things first. Let's go ahead and get our strip width, right? That's the first thing we got to do. What size is this? This should be 1.5 here. Whew, excuse me. Yeah, 1.5. Okay, so we're going to use this 1.5 millimeter strip. We're going to cut these down into teeny, tiny, small little strips here. Okay. That locked into place there. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to use our L square to hold this in place right up against the stop block, and we're going to cut with great precision about a 1.5 millimeter strip every single time. There we go. There's our little 1.5 millimeter strips. So we're going to cut like 4 of these because I have an idea. Ooh, get in there. Which may be dangerous, but an idea is an idea. All right, so there's our 4, and we've got a little bit of leftover, so we're going to put this off to the side, right? So we've got our 1.5 millimeters here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this nice 1/4 millimeter strip here. We're gonna use this as our distance guide there. Lock that into place, pull everything out of there. And now we gotta find our 45, which is right here. We're gonna pop that right up against the blade. And we're going to cut 2 sides off of each strip like this. Now, we can't just go putting our fingers in there and you're going to chop off your digit, which is not something that I would really suggest you doing. So instead, we're going to use our little bamboo pointer thingy here, and we're going to hold this in place just like that while we clip the corner off of there. And now, since we have to flip this over and go from the other side, we're going to basically have to go tape down. We need to put an opposite curve in there. And get that in there. Pop that. And there's our shape now, with 2 mitered corners. Perfect. That's what we want. All right, so now we're going to do this to the same thing. We're going to do the same thing to the 3 other pieces of Dymo that we cut here. But first, let's get these little debris pieces of Dymo tape out of here, so they're not obstructing us. So let's get that little guy. Get in there, little guy. Just like that. Clip the corner. Very nice. Put an opposite radius into that tape, which basically flattens it out. And then we've got, ooh, get in there, get in there, get in there. Nope, we need to put a little bit more opposite radius on there. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. There we go. Now that's flat. All right, so that'll lay down for us now. And we will, God, this thing wants to do like gymnastics all over the chopper here. There we go. So there's our first two. Looking very identical. That's a good thing. That's a real good thing. So let's get opposite curl on this thing. All right, so there's that. Start with the tape side up. Clip that. Now tape side down, same side. Clip that. And there's Dymo number 3. Hey. All right. One more time. One more time. Get that in there. Clip that corner. Flip it. Smack it. Flip it. Rub it down. Oh no. If you get that reference, we can be friends. All right. So, boom. 4 identical pieces of Dymo tape. Now, we want to carefully transfer these back to the bench. Get the chopper the hell out of our way. And we're going to pop these onto the sides here, where they will become micro panels. All right. So let's go ahead, peel the tape off of this first one. There's that. Now we're going to put this right up here near the top. Doesn't want to stay. Right there. All right, lock that guy into place. Very nice. All right. So now we'll take our, let's see, 0.20 again. Let's get you zoomed back in. There we go. And now we can scribe our little micro panel in here. And you want to be pretty careful with these small pieces of Dymo tape, because they are not very forgiving in terms of adherence or staying in place properly. Because they don't have a lot of, there's not a lot of surface area that they can grab onto. That's why they have an adherence problem and also a migration problem as well. They like to move around, migrate from place to place, right? So we'll hold this in a position And that'll knock out kind of two birds with one stone. There we go. But as long as you're able to set the groove in there, I mean, you'll be in good shape. You'll be in good shape. Very nice. All right, cool. All right, so now we can go ahead and pull that off of there, and you can kind of see that little micro panel right along the side there, right? So we're gonna reinforce the lines here, which basically just means, you know, deepening what we've already got here. Pretty good. Looking pretty good. All right, so there's the focus. There's the outline. You can see right there of that little micro panel. That looks really nice, right? Looks really, really good. And we can do a few things with this. We can, you know, make some horizontal lines in here to separate that panel. We can put in some nice thicker panel lines and stuff like that. We can put in a bunch of stuff here. We have lots of options for this for this little panel. Now, one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to use that same piece of Dymo down here, and we're going to repeat this off the off the edge of this piece, right? So this will be a pretty nice look, I think. Now we need to hold this into place more than the first one because the adhesive is a little bit weaker now that we've set it in place and repositioned it, right? So we're going to have to be very, very, very careful. Okay, but luckily we only need to scribe in two lines here. Man, but this thing is migrating like crazy, so let's just get rid of it. It's more trouble than it's worth at this point. We already got our groove set in here for the most part. far, so good. But I do like the look of these repeating little panels here. I think that's a really pretty dang good look. Okay, now we're gonna extend the this bottom scribe here over to the one we did before, because I had no plans at that point to make these little micro panels, but hey, plans change, right? Clean all that out of there. And there's that. And now there's our two little micro panels on the side there. That's a nice shot right there. You can see it in the highlights. Yeah. That looks pretty damn good. I'm liking that. I'm liking that. We'll do the same thing on this side. And I think on I think on this side, because we've got this little antenna thingy here, we're going to do something kind of special for that. Right? We'll I think what we'll have to do is kind of outline this and incorporate this in to the little micro panels and stuff. So we'll jump on that here in a minute. Let's get caught up with the chat here before we jump into that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Oh my. Let's see. Where did we leave off? Jeez. Hey. Oh, Jimmy Verka. There we go. That's where we left off, right? Handren says Bandai already milking the Geminas Gundam with more P Bandai. Yeah, well, I mean, what do you expect? It's Bandai. Greg Blair says, does the new Verka have anything to do with a fearless fish? No comment. Charles Dodge says, so something that was brought up about Verka is that except for one wing kit, they've all been UC. Yeah. Gert Madirt says, yeah, Geminas has some interesting build points from what I've seen, but I'll wait for something with more beef. Greg says, yeah, the wing was the only one. How cool would it be if it was like a Zeta 3.0 or something? But I bet it still won't be able to stand up without the smooth criminal lean. Hey. Greg says, just put it under a Verka label. Nice. Superset 5 over there on Twitch. He says, I bought a 1/12 Shore Trooper as my base for part of my diorama. I'm going to kit bash it with a Stormtrooper from Ep 7 to try and get a more Navy-ish look to it. I like it. Hell yeah. Let me grab a drink here. Ooh. Hoo-ha. Hey now. Julio says, it's a camphor. Gonna be dope. $90. Christ, Julio. Gert Madirt says, I hope so. That's my jam. Greg says, hello, that would be dope. William Williams says, no, Julio. Goof flight type going for $87. Hey. Charles Dodge says, nah, the Core Gundams just came out, but it's gonna be the Core Gundam Solar. Hey. Greg Blair 88 says, nah, dog, it's a new God Gundam. Tim just doesn't want to say it because, well, it's G Gundam, and he's heartbroken. Nice. Henry says Earth 3 Gundam. William Williams says Gundam Maxter Verka because freedom. Greg Blair says, God, no. Yeah, I agree. Charles Dodge says, does anyone else scream like Edward Munch when Tim puts his finger under that death plane? Trust me, I am completely safe under the guillotine. Completely safe. Thomas Christopher Staten, he's over there on the Mech Army Facebook page. He says, smack it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh no! That girl is poison. Anyway, Chris R says to William Williams, no lie, that would be awesome. Right? The Gundam Maxter. Charles Dodge says, if we're wishing upon a star for a weird G Gundam, I want the Dutch Windmill Gundam, complete with transforming gimmick. Maybe. Gertman Dirt says, Stardust Memories released May 23rd. What day did they do the initial announcement? 29th. Yeah, which is this Friday. Tashi says GPO 2.0. GPO 2.0. There you go. Manny says, all right, 1 day down, 5 days to go to my birthday. Woot woot. Raise the roof. Ooh, Manny, what? Nice. Sam L says, May 30th, Manny? What? Gertman Dirt says, yeah, nice, man. Pab says, didn't know our birthdays were so close. Demons. Manny says, yep, turning 40 on the dirty. Whew, hey now. Nah, I got 2 years on you. Don't worry about it, Manny. It's all good. 30 is the new 20. Or 40 is the new 20. Hey. Sam L says, my daughter will be turning 15 on the 30th. Oh, nice. Gertman Dirt says, oh yeah, Tim, I dig it. Thank you, buddy. Manny says, I'm looking to get blacked out drunk, but I'm worried that it will lead to alcohol poisoning. Whew, man. Leech8905, he says, is that an end of a bazooka? It is the end of a bazooka. You are right, sir. Our custom bazooka here, yeah? And boom, look at that beautifulness up there, right? That scribey, cutty action. Word? Hell yeah. So that's what we're working on. Yes. Manny says, oh, sweet Sam. Craig Blair 88 says, Fearless Fish, as in Brave Cod, who piloted the Mark V and took out the 3 Faz. Mike Skyer says, Master Grade Earth 3 would actually be cool. William Williams says, what if they just came out with the Core Gundam, no armor, as a mega size? That would be basically a Master Grade size. Just saying. Superset5 over there on Twitch, he says, I'm thinking the Verka is going to be a Mark V to go with the Faz Verka. Gertmer Dirt says, I meant the announcement for the announcement, but it wasn't the 23rd either. Womp womp. Let's see. Leech8905. Damn, that looks great. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thomas Christopher Staten over there. He says, my 35th was 5/15. Hey, Thomas Christopher Staten, happy belated birthday to you, sir. You get one of these. Hey, happy birthday. Birthday. All right. Anyway, back to it real quick, yeah? So let's figure this out here, shall we? So we need, excuse me, we need another one of these little guys here. So let's quickly peel the tapey tape off of here. Just like that. Now, what we need to do is to try to figure out what we're going to do here. Okay, so if we... Okay. All right. So, first things first. Let's, because we're going to have to do something custom on this side. Let's measure here. That's 6 millimeter. Yeah, 6 millimeter from the line there. So, grab our pencil. right there. That's our top mark for our first initial placement for our micro panel template here. All right, so that's job number 1 down. Let's go ahead and scribe this into place. Basically just getting our groove set in here. And then we'll go about reinforcing these lines here in a little bit. All right, so first things first, let's figure out what we want to do with this little section here. What I'm thinking is this. Play off this line here. Bring this over this way. Just basically like something like that, right? Just to outline that thing. And then what we can do is we can put a couple notches down here that would simulate like hinges or you know, panel locks or something like that. Just something you know, simplistic, right? But let's first things first duplicate our other design here on the other side. And now that we have our design that is basically going around the perimeter of that opening, we know exactly where to stop our other lines, right? All right, so hold this guy into place here. Okay. All right. So there's that. Now we can go ahead, pull this off of here. We've got our end line there. Now we can just kind of piece together some other scraps of Dymo tape. And we can use these for our guides for the rest of everything here. If we can get the damn backing tape off, that is. There we go. Now we got it. Now we got it. All right. Right across there, and then we'll grab another little piece of scrap, and that's plenty long enough, so that's good. And let's see. This will be our vertical here. Let's make sure. All right, good. So we're just making sure everything is nice and even here. Okay. All right, good. So now we'll use these same 2 pieces of tape here. Okay, right there, and let's make sure that these are nice and parallel with one another. That looks good. All right, so now that we got the grooves set into this shape, now we can remove all the Dymo and just basically go back and reinforce everything. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad here. Last little connection here. Let's clean out the initial panel line there. Very good. All right, so let's get some notches in here, right? Let's get some notches going. Notches, not nachos, but notches. Damn it, now I want nachos. Son of a bitch. Don't you hate it when that happens? Kind of like when those assholes on Mechanism start talking about food. And I'm like, yo, now I'm hungry. It's usually all Pab's fault. Nice. Okay. Good there. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. One last thing I want to do with this, just real quick, is put one other horizontal notch in here. And let's see, this'll work. So we only need one flat side. Julio says, I do have nuggies. You ass. I hope they're veggie nuggies, Julio. You jerk. Or like cauliflower nuggies. Blech. Definitely just not the real thing. Alright. Anyway. Alright, so what we're going to do next is we're going to put in a nice little horizontal notch here. Right along the top of this custom panel here for that antenna. Okay, so far so good. Very nice. Okay, let's get this piece ripped off of there. That's in the trash. Yeah, very nice. I like that a lot. That's looking really quite good. Now, we need to do something a little bit more in the middle field here. And I'm feeling like we need some notches down here or something, right? So let's go ahead and get that done. Okay, looking good there. All right, now the other one on the other side here. All right, get that groove set in there. Now reinforce it. That's the ticket right there. All right, let's put that away. Let's get our .20 back out. Let's clean out these lines real quick. And then I think we can go ahead. Oh, this is a .30 down here. Shit. That's why it's flopping all around. .30 down at the bottom. Okay. Yeah. All right. So let's get this thing finished sanded, and that way we can see the lines a little bit better because of the plastic dust and all that good stuff. All right. Whew. So there's that top panel there. There's that custom panel. That's looking pretty good. Now let's clean this out here. Okay. Mount this up to the rest of the bazooka. Get the antenna popped on. Oh, come on, you. Just like that. And there we go. Yeah. It's looking pretty good. Once that's all painted, color separated, everything decaled, oh, that's going to look nice. It's going to look nice. I like that a lot. This is coming out pretty good. And then we did the little triangles right here on this part. Yeah. Not too shabby, you guys. Not too shabby at all. Kick this back up. Even a little bit more there for the whole look. Yeah, that's a bazooka there, you guys. That's a bazooka. Whew. All right, let's see here. Let's get caught back up with the chat, yeah? Superset 5 over there on Twitch says, no core Gundam is a master grade. I don't want a dwarf of a master grade. Ricky Paul Carlson says, here you go, I'll spoil it for you. It's going to be an Akgai Verka. I'm psychic. Or psycho. You pick. Nice. Gertman Dirt says, haha, I like where your head's at. Yeah, for real. Goalie Zero, Mr. Carl, he's over there on Twitch. He says, hurry, Tim, you only have 18 months to finish this bazooka. Looking good, man. Thank you, buddy. Julio says, I'm fucking starving. Nuggies. Pab says, LOL, what? Carl over there on Twitch, he says, need a master grade plate of nachos from Coors Field right about now. Don't care who the Rockies are playing. That sounds amazing. William Wilms says, order off Grubhub. Julio says, I do have nuggies. LOLOL. Pab says, I get blamed when it's Julio here, right? And Julio says, they are veggie nuggies. Ha 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 ha, dick. Superset 5's got a question. Let's go with that.
We have a question.
He says, have you thought about adding rank emblems or titles for a sheet 3 of Mecha Decals? No. Oh, I forgot forgot this. Bloop. Thank you, Handren. How could I forget that? The reason being, Mike, is because those are copywritten as well, and I don't want to get my ass in trouble. So we're keeping Mecha Decals on the up and up, 100%. So yeah, unfortunately, no. Maybe some generic ones in the future, maybe, but as of official ones, that's a no-go. That's a no-go. But maybe we do some generic ones and maybe we throw those on there. Never know. Julio says Morning Star. Haha. Manny says Lucifer. Nice. Morningstar Farms, yeah. Greg Blair 88 says the new Verka is old Angel Wings. That would only make sense. It's non-UC and it's an old kit. Great. I need a new Christmas tree topper. Nice. Greg Blair says veggie nuggets are the devil. Yongawa says looks good. Thank you. Gertman Dirt says gorgeous. Handren says, oh yeah, Tim, you removed it. We added that back. Hell yeah. Tashi says that is a fine boomstick, my good man. He said it twice too. Thank you, Tashi. Manny says I stand by Lucifer Farms. The hell is veggie nuggies? I love it. Handren says LOL, nice. Gertman Dirt says there we go, nice. Leech 8905 over there on Twitch. Maybe just some starts and thick lines and angled lines. Stars, yeah. Yeah, maybe some generic stuff. Maybe. Carl over there on Twitch, he says Veggie Nuggets, the third-party kits of Nuggets. That's actually pretty funny. Holy shit. Anyway. Whew, that being said, there you have it, guys. That's basically what we've gotten done tonight. So, pretty good stuff. We got these little triangles all done up there. We've got this nice... scribed in pattern up on the top here. This thing is just really, really starting to come together. And it's starting to look like its little brother here, in the essence of prototypiness. I don't know if that's a word, but I just made it up. So that's really, really good. I'm excited about that because I wanted these two to tie together. Along with the shield whenever we jump back on that as well. So it's pretty good. Not gonna lie, pretty good. Happy with it. I'm happy with it. Greek Knockers over there on Twitch could always design them based off old U.S. military ranks from 1820 to 1860. Interesting. Gertmer Dirt says generic kill tally would be cool. Yeah, I mean you gotta have one. If you're gonna have one, you gotta have the other one, right? Why not? We could, and like I said, we could go really super generic with these things. And honestly, I'm just still kind of collecting ideas for inspiration and stuff like that, playing with shapes and stuff for the third sheet. So you never know what might make it on there. Hell, we might throw them on there. I don't know. You'll have to wait and see. Hell yeah. Mike Skyer says, so what will you start working on next? Well, we're still kind of knee deep in the bazooka. We still have to, let's see here. Let's move the beam rifle off of there. We still have to do a few things on here, right? Excuse me. I want to, do a little something right here on this spine of this piece. And then also do something along, maybe just something simple along the top here, maybe something saddled over top of that. And then also we have to go about covering up this hole right here with something. So, and then let's see, Greg, hang on. Let's see. Greg actually sent me some really cool parts. Some unicorn beam rifle and bazooka parts here, right? And what I was looking at was this guy right here, right? I really like how that looks. I really do. I like it a lot better than this part right here. This part seems wimpy compared to this guy. So here, let me just real quick. I want to compare the two. I'm like obsessed kind of right now with this. So now obviously it's got that little locator fin right there, so it actually goes this way. But what if we spin it around to make it go that way, right? Let's see what'll happen. Ooh, look at that. That's nice and beefy. We can reinforce some strip around here to accept that size, right? But look at, okay, so here, let me clear these parts out of here so you can kind of get a better view, right? So there's the size difference of these things, right? This one's taller and just wider and just meaner looking than this little wimpy thing here, right? You put that on the back there. Ooh, look at the balance. Look at the balance. Oh, the visual balance is nice there, right? Yeah. Look at that. That looks like the exhaust for a bazooka like this. You know what I mean? That looks like the proper exhaust. So this might be our next little project here. Just saying. And shit, we could always go. We could always go real stupid and just be like, hey, put this in the middle there or something like that. This would actually sleeve into this if it didn't have that little fin right there. So let's cut that out since we're gonna end up cutting it out anyway, right? Might as well. Shit. I don't know why I'm working on this right now. Okay. So yeah, so this, yeah, see, look at that. Oh, that sleeve's right in there. Okay, hold up. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, shit. Get off of there. Maybe best of both worlds. Hey, I think we just found something here, kids. I think we just found something here. Now, Handren likes the idea of just a bigger part by itself, but in the grand scheme of things, look at this. Look at the beef. Look at the. Oh, that's not zoomed out enough. You gotta go 35. There we go. Look at the beef on this thing. See that's a badass Jesta RX-78 kit bash. That's a bazooka right there. I don't care what you think. That's a big old bazooka. Yeah. Handren's digging the big one all by itself. I get it. I'm kind of torn. Right? I'm kind of torn. I'll be honest. I don't know. What if... Oh. Oh. Hey now, hold on. What do we got here? Boom. How about that? It's interesting. It's very interesting. Let's get a little sticky tack going here. See if we can't sticky tack these two things together, right? Okay. What y'all think? That is way more badass looking. Way more badass looking than the original Master Grade Origin bazooka. That hands down. Hands down. Hands down. Oh, man, he found his chisels. Nice. Nice. I don't know. I'm gonna have to, I think I'm gonna have to sleep on this. I think I'm gonna have to sleep on this and see what I'm thinking. Because I think this might be a little long. I think this may be a little long, right? And get off of there. I do like that look, though. I'm not going to lie. Just that shorter, bigger one. There is something about it kind of screaming to me. Yeah. Yeah. It's not too bad. Ooh, wait a minute. Let's see if this fits. Oh my god, it fits. Yo, that actually fits perfect. Yo, we could totally put that little inflation needle in there. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think on these things. I have to sleep on it. Make a decision. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe the next day. Right? I don't know. I don't know what we're going to be doing. I don't know. Anyway, let's get caught up with the chat here real quick. Kevin Brandon says, "Oh, I know conversion kits aren't exactly the thing for some, but I had to drop the dime on the Hayakushiki full conversion. Nice." Carl, Mr. Goalie Zero over there on Twitch, he says, could see some sort of Picatinny rail system on the spines, but that's just the gun anatomist in me talking. Yeah, I don't know if it would really fit on something kind of like this, you know? It might be weird. Let's see. Henry says that would look much better since the new look is bigger, right? Greg Blair, glad to see the parts are going to good use. Oh, dude, yes. These parts will definitely see some some high test use. Hell yeah. Kevin Branham says, I think you could win GBWC with the bazooka alone. Just saying. I mean, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe if you threw in the beam rifle too, then maybe I have a chance, right? But I don't know about just the bazooka alone. Let's see. Dopey Opie 420. Fucking love that name. He's over there on Twitch. He says, I like it. Thank you, buddy. Carl over there on Twitch, he says, big donk exhaust. Word. Henry says, a bit of hang out the end. Nice. Oh, man. Let's see. Just kind of getting through here. Goalie Zero. Personally, I like the big piece only. Works better with the flat end on the missile stock and doesn't extend out too far. Yeah. And I'm kind of leaning that way. I'm kind of leaning just to this, kind of what Henry and Carl, kind of said. I'm kind of leaning toward this. Let's see. Superset 5 likewise. Okay, so there's another one. Leech8905 over there on Twitch. Whatever you do at this point will be more badass than the original bazooka, in my opinion. Thank you, man. Pab says, I'm not going to lie, that magazine looks wimpy because of the chunk of the rest of the pieces. Not to worry, Pabs. We're going to get to that. Don't you worry none. Leon Gawa says, wakes up dreaming of bazookas, right? Superset 5, less is more, Tim. True. Carl says, inflation needle seals the deal right there. Yeah, maybe. But my main... this is my main thing with the inflation needle, right? Once it's embedded in there, it will be either flush or recessed to... to the exhaust, right? Which is not a problem. That's not a big deal at all. But my main concern is the empty area around... See that big old empty area around the inflation needle? That would be my main concern. So we may have to address that with something else, right? Maybe maybe put some plastic strip in there. I don't know what we're going to do. But those options are still on the table. Hell yeah. Manny says, bro, that's fire. Thank you, buddy. Henry says, I agree on the ammo pack. Since everything on it has been extended, the ammo pack seems a bit small compared to the rest. Perhaps a tube inlet around it. Well, see, that's the thing. What I was going to do, since there's two beautifully wide open panels here that we can go crazy on, right? All I'm thinking is just like that meme, ooh, those are nice panels. Be a shame if someone plated them, right? So we could do something like that, definitely. I kind of had that in mind anyways, so we'll address that here in a future session. Yeah. Anyway, all right, kids. That's gonna be it for tonight. Let's call it a night, shall we? 12:35 already. Jeez. Let's go camera one. Hey. Ooh, hey. We had a good night. A lot of good building, good scribing, good ideas, everything, right? So, Child of Mecha. You want to rock the classic? Hit www.childofmecha.com. You will find this shirt, many more, hats, prints of my work, all sorts of fun stuff in there. So go load up. Aside from that, if you are interested in any of the tools and materials that we have worked with here tonight, I highly suggest you hit the Amazon link over here on Twitch and YouTube. That side, if you're watching on Facebook now, I do get a bit of a commission based off the stuff that you buy, but it does not increase the cost for you. It goes to help out me, goes to help out the stream, fuel our endeavors moving forward, right? Now, if you are interested in kits, paints, tools, accessories, Mecha Decals, sheets 1 and 2, those are both in stock and shipping now. Hit up our good friends right down here, USA Gundam Store. Adam and the fine crew down there will definitely have what you need. Now, if you like this stream, if you learn from it, if you enjoy watching me banter and throw around crazy ideas on how to do some stupid customizing and stuff, man, hit the like, subscribe, and follow on all the social media channels and keep up with what we do outside the stream. And if you know somebody or a group of somebody that could benefit from this, share the stream with them. It's the nice thing to do. Yeah. So real quick, guys, for tomorrow. Now, tomorrow for me is starting to shape up like a pretty damn busy day. I have to record some of our employees and stuff like that on GoToMeeting and stuff like that. So it's a 50-50 if tomorrow's stream is going to happen at this point. I honestly, I don't know. So keep an eye on the YouTubes and the Twitches and all that good stuff. Keep an eye on Instagram and Facebook, obviously, for any announcements in terms of possible cancellation or whatever. But like I said, tomorrow is shaping up to be pretty damn busy for me. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the live stream tomorrow afternoon or not. So just be aware. Be aware. But if we don't come back tomorrow, I will see you guys on Wednesday afternoon. We're going to pick up on the SD Unicorn, which is actually showing great progress at this point. So if y'all missed this afternoon stream, I think you missed a good one. Anyway, guys, be safe out there. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Wash your hands. Use some common sense. But most of all, build something cool. All right. See you guys. Bye.